minasan. Yokoso. Welcome to another live stream here in Tokyo. It's a crisp, late October morning, and we are heading in the direction of Ikebukuro right now as we make our way into, not Shibuya today, we're going to Yoyogi. I have a recording in Yoyogi this morning, and I'm taking the advantage of bringing you guys along with me. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your ride. Our flight attendants will be along shortly to provide you with refreshments. There will be no alcohol served on this ride today. Good morning, JB's in the house. Hello, sir. We are on Sexy AF this morning, which is my custom Bonneville. And she's sounding great. Man, she sounds good. Raymond asks, where are you headed? I am heading into Yoyogi. So we will pass through Ikebukuro. And actually, if we have time, if we're doing good on time, my job's at 11. So if we make tracks, we will drive through Takadanobaba. And just pass through there for a little bit change of scenery. So I continue to experiment. Whenever you change up equipment for these live streams, it requires some new adjustments. Because I lost the old phone and was really, and still am grizzed about that. I'm hyper paranoid now about losing this new phone, and I'm actually taking a risk right now and using a suction cup mount, which is probably not smart. I do have Apple iCare, or iPhone iCare, whatever the hell you call it. So if you lose or damage your phone, they'll replace it. And that's not why I'm throwing caution to the wind here, but I want to keep things simple. And as soon as things get complicated, it becomes less enjoyable. So I've got a suction cup mount, and a couple of you guys have told me about the quad lock, and I have those. I have a quad lock mount. I just don't have the quad lock case for the iPhone 16. I think they just now came out, so I think I might do that. Get the quad lock case, and then we know for sure that we are locked and loaded. We're not going anywhere. The phone's not going anywhere. We're going somewhere, but the phone ain't going nowhere other than where I decide it goes, which is mounted to my tank or to my handlebars. We are passing through Ikebukuro right now. Right over here on our right is Seibu Department Store. Oh boy. Alright, we missed this light, so we're going to have to wait for these people to walk by. This is one of the rules here. If you have a bike, you can walk it through lights. You can walk it across the street, you can walk through traffic lights. You just have to dismount it and push it through. You have to turn the engine off in case you somehow lose grip of it, and then keep your hand on the accelerator and take out numbers of people in the crossing. So you're supposed to turn it off. And that's one of the bonuses of having a bike. You can get through traffic, unless you have this enormous bus in front of you. So welcome aboard, guys. If you are enjoying these live streams by motorcycle in Tokyo, please give us a thumbs up. Let's get the algorithm working in our favor and letting other people know about these rides. Let's go, Mr. Busman. What's going on here? Maybe we can go around him. I don't want to miss another. Oh, of course, right when we go around, he takes off. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we have a very pleasant day. It's finally not t-shirt weather. As of a couple days ago, finally we had a bit of a cold snap. But who knows? It might come back again. The heat may come back. Had an awesome time in Yamanashi over the weekend. Went up there for one night for a yoga. Not really yoga retreat, but yoga was included in this hike and tour of some cool old temples and mysterious things like what's called a kafun, which is a what is it? Kofun. Kafun is hay fever. Kofun is a burial mound, or a tomb rather. So there was this old tomb they took us into, which had been built, oh boy, it was built in the 800s, I think. Really rudimentary, just made of stones. And but these enormous boulders made up the roof of it, and pretty incredible. I'll try to post some stuff on my Instagram page, you can see it. But what's amazing is it hasn't collapsed. All of the seismic activity, all the earthquakes here in Japan, and this thing is still completely intact. And they just were really, really smart about how they constructed it. So pretty neat. But it was a fun little excursion to Yamanashi. Super friendly people. I forget about that. When you live in Tokyo, everybody's kind of going about their business. But as soon as you get out into the countryside, or you meet the real Japanese, and super friendly. I mean, they're friendly here in Tokyo too, but like any big city, people are just kind of got their heads down and going about their business. But just chatting with people in the Sento, actually the onsen. We went to an onsen, and yeah, just lovely people. Just one old man. I'd finished up in the onsen. It's called Midorigaoka Onsen, and this old man, probably about 80, kind of came shuffling in, and there was just something about him. Just put a smile on my face. He didn't even look at me, but I just kind of smiled, and then he looked up and saw me. He's like, "Hi," in perfect English. "Hi, did you enjoy the onsen?" It's like, yeah, I did. And it's really nice. The guy running the onsen did some magic tricks for me. Yeah, just good old down home, salt of the earth types. The heck was that? And I think we're doing okay on time, so we are going to take a little field trip into Takadano Baba. Which is just up here. We're going to turn right. Yeah, you're right. Ikebukuro is like it's like Shibuya, very similar, very nigiyaka, very busy. It's a big area, Ikebukuro. It doesn't get the love that Shibuya does. It's not as classy, maybe I would say, as Shibuya. I don't know. Classy is the right term, but it's not as clean. It doesn't have as clean an image and hip an image as Shibuya. Oh, an update on our Wild Kingdom chat the other day. Remember I said I saw these weird wild animals that were somebody's escaped exotic pets? Well, I think I was mistaken. Hear me out. So, they were cat-like animals, dark hair, short bushy tail. And some people suggest tanuki, and I looked up tanuki, and I've seen tanuki before, but I was certain it wasn't tanuki. But forgive me, I was mistaken. They were tanuki, and I'll tell you why I know. So, a few days ago, about 5 a.m., I noticed that our motion detecting lights went off in our backyard. So I peeked out very quietly. I peeked under the blinds, and there was a tanuki staring me down with his beady little eyes and his mask, and it gave me a startle. And then I waited, and he trotted off, and he had the exact same tail that I saw that these other two had, which is a short, thick, bushy tail. And then I knew immediately, okay, they were tanuki. But the difference was the two that I saw, which was, I think, weird seeing two of them together. They were identical, but they were much darker. Granted, it was at dawn, so it wasn't in full light yet, but their fur appeared much darker, and I didn't detect a mask on their face. Hence why I thought they were something really, really exotic. But they were tanuki. But getting a real close-up look, the one that I saw was not very dark. It had a mask like a raccoon. So a tanuki is like a raccoon dog. And then I woke up my wife. I was like, "Hey, Kyoko!" And she's just startled. She jumps out of bed and she looks out, and it had disappeared before she could get a look at it. And then she was all ticked off at me for waking her up. But she was afraid it was one of these other invasive. Look at these kitties up here. Just waved at the kids on the bridge. Yeah, there's other ones, wild animals you see around town, like a civet, and what's the Japanese name for it? Shoot, can't remember what it is, but has a long tail and a really distinctive walk. I've seen one when I used to live over near Shinjuku. I saw one late one night walking down the street, just strutting his stuff. And I've seen one in our neighborhood too, where we live now. But it was not, the one I saw was not that. It was definitely a tanuki. So, mystery solved. Onward. Let's keep our eyes out for more wildlife. All right, we are passing into Takadano Baba. Takadano Baba's coming up, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Did we make a wrong turn, guys? Holy hell. I think we took a wrong turn, fellas, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Not just fellas. We took a wrong turn. We turned too damn early. Shizzle. Now we're way friggin' off. Alright. So we're going to be turning left up here. I think this is Yamate Dori here. Crap. Sorry about that, guys. Got to yapping and wasn't paying attention. We're still okay on time, so. This is Yamate Dori. Yamate Dori runs, it's a very, very long thoroughfare. It runs way down from like Gotanda. It goes past, even past Gotanda, all the way up to where we are right now, which is past Ikebukuro. Really cute mama with a little baby and a miniature pincher on our left. You can't see it because I can't turn the camera easily. We don't want to be stuck behind these vehicles. Woohoo! Sexy AFs. Got a little spring in her step this morning. Don't you, girl? Yeah. We heard you. If you're just joining, we are on Yamate Dori. We made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake. I shouldn't blame you guys. I made a mistake. We turned a little early. We were going to go through Takanonobaba, but I messed up. So now we're on Yamate Dori. This guy's on a little two-stroke Yamaha. So actually, if we Gotanda's 11 kilometers up the road. Maybe if you kids are good and you keep it down back there, I may stop at Glitch Coffee, which will be passing not too long from now. But you got to behave, all right? Jason is our line leader, so Jason, you're in charge of keeping the peace, making sure everybody's in line, all right? This is Higashi Nakano Station. Just passing Higashi Nakano. Higashi means east. So let me translate that for you. East Nakano. That was pretty easy. take a moment to say hello to you guys. Iken, thank you, sir. Iken's behaving. Dimmy Dan, thank you, Dimmy Dan. Dimmy Dan, Iken, cheers, guys. Folks, much appreciated. That will pay for a coffee for us. Ooh, I can smell this two-stroke next to us. The smell of two-stroke in the morning. Yeah, this aftermarket exhaust on a Bonneville is just, for me, it's a must. It just sounds so much better. There's the green goblins there on our left. Those guys have caused me a lot of stress, the ticket givers. So this is Nakanosaka Way. We were just passing through Nakanosaka Way now. And God, I have great memories from this place. This is my second apartment that I had when I moved to Tokyo. I moved from Nerima to Nakanosaka Way, which is just 2 stops from Shinjuku. The next stop, it's on the Marunouchi line. The next stop is Nishi-Shinjuku and then Shinjuku. Oh man, great memories. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I lived here for about 4 years, I think. Great apartment. And oh man, single days. Lord have mercy. When I was looking for an apartment, I suffered a bit of sabetsu. Sabetsu is discrimination. So it's still a problem here in Japan where foreigners are discriminated against. This was, 20 years ago, but it's still happening. I talked to somebody recently, and you go into the realty offices, and some of them immediately just say, no. They'll give you the batsu. They'll cross their arms and say, no foreigners. So there's a lot of old school landlords that just don't want to deal with communication issues, and so I had a realtor, and he would make phone calls. I'd show him the apartment I wanted, that I liked, on paper before seeing it. He would call, and then they would say, I'd hear him say, oh yeah, Gaikokujin, it's a foreigner. Wakarimashita, sumimasen, arigato gozaimasu. And then he'd hang up and say, oh yeah, they won't accept foreigners. Like, what the hell, man? Can you imagine pulling that crap somewhere like in the US? You'd be bankrupt from all the civil lawsuits. Not to mention, I think it's actually illegal in America. But yeah, you deal with that. So, but the landlords, this one was a kick-ass apartment, and the lady was like, yeah, it's okay, foreigners okay. I was like, oh, hallelujah, man. And got this great apartment. Lots of lights on the corner, a mansion, big concrete building. Good times. So coming up here is this glitch on the corner? Hang on. We're gonna turn here anyways. I'm not positive this is the street. I've made a lot of mistakes. Oh, it is. Ooh, hello. We got lucky kids. Glitch is right here. And shoot. If we go in, that means our stream ends. So what do you guys think? Do we go get coffee, or do I continue riding on down to Yoyogi? I mean, I could run in, but then how am I going to drink a coffee with? I'm going to spin you guys around here. Hello. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Glitch is right back here. I'll pop you out. I'll pop you out. Pop you out of the mount here. We'll just kind of walk up to the window, and I'll show you Glitch. So, Glitch is a. Turn this off for a second. Oh. Flip you back around here. So, Glitch. This is one of three of their. They have three different. Three coffee shops. One's in Jimbocho, and another one is in Higashi Ginza, which is a really cool one. And then there's this one right here in Nishi-Shinjuku. So Nishi-Shinjuku Park is just up the street here. And if you keep going straight, you go right into Shinjuku Station and Nishi-Shinjuku. So anyhow, this is Glitch, and I don't think we're gonna go in there because I'd have to stop and drink and take you guys away from all the fun. So let's get back on the bike. Here she is. See what I mean? This is pretty dodgy using this suction cup, but they sell these for actually holding like mirrorless cameras, heavy mirrorless cameras. So it's Northview Moto. Hey, dude. Hey, welcome. Salem Sam. So good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you made happy you made a stream, dude. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I am going to put you back in the mount, and we will get back on the road. So hold tight. Just give me a second to get us properly facing the direction we need to be properly facing. There we go. And all right, back on the road. A little bit off. Anybody placing bets as to whether this phone's going to fall off the suction cup mount? Don't bet against us. Pray for us, all right? For some reason, it doesn't feel like that we are straight. And I'd like to be straight. There we go. All right. Okay. Enough screwing around. Let's get going. Yeah, cheers, Jotty. 40-60 chance. 60 in my favor, I hope. That seems to be holding strong. Oops. Duh. I forgot one step. One important step is, hang on, guys. Shoot. Jeez, can't get this baby in neutral. Come on. Bonneville owners know that dilemma, trying to get these things into neutral. I just need to flip the locking lever. All right, and we're locked and loaded. This guy's pulling out. Lucky for him. So wait, so oh, bicyclists. All right, we are heading into Nishi-Shinjuku now. And we'll pass by the Nishi-Shinjuku Central Park, which hardly anybody goes to. I rather like it. In fact, when my now wife and I were looking for an apartment, we looked at one here in Nishi-Shinjuku. It was a new construction, really cool concrete apartment building, very stylish, looks right over the park. It's not a very big park. It's not like Shinjuku Gyoen or something like that. Oh, it's actually right here on the left. Is that it? Wait a minute. Maybe that's not it. I think the one that we looked at was right across the street from the park. I remember at the time it was about Gosen, just under Roksen Mon, which is at the time was about $600,000. And I'm certain that it's way, way more expensive now. Even for a used, I would bet it's probably close to $1 million. So that was a investment chance lost. No, it is the one right here on the left. So it's not actually, it's kind of kitty cornered to the park. And you can't see it, unfortunately, but it's about a 12, 14 story building. Not real big, but a design, they call it a designer mansion. A designer's mansion. So yeah, the mansions now, the condominiums, call them mansions, they are really, really pricey now. And I'm going to pull it here for a second. Yeah, right here on the left is the Shinjuku Gyoen Park. Maybe we'll go around the block. This guy coming up behind me. They are hard to come by as well. There's a long waiting list for the new builds, newly built mansions. And some friends of ours just got a place in Harumi, which is where the some of the Olympic athletes were housed. And they have, those buildings were built for, they were purpose built for the Olympic athletes. And they got one of the apartments. And it was, basically they gutted them, and then they're really simple for the athletes. But they gutted them and got them prepared to sell. And it was not cheap. I think they paid $1.3 million LDK. LDK is living, dining, kitchen. And so they got this 3 LDK. I haven't been there yet, but they invited us over. It's on the 3rd floor. Great view of the canal, one of the canals there that connect into Tokyo Bay. So it's a cool location, really cool location. I think people are warming up to the idea of living down in the reclaimed land area of Daiba. I've always thought it was really cool. Beautiful views, but a lot of people are really paranoid of the potential for, you know, catastrophic disaster if there's an earthquake and the land collapses, and you know, it's a real possibility, but I wouldn't be too concerned about it. So right over here on our left is Nishi-Shinjuku Park. We'll just go around the block here. We've got plenty of time. My job's at 11 and we're basically right next door. There's a guy doing bicycle tricks in here. Cool. Oh, sweet. He's on a BMX bike. It's a big open space. There's like a waterfall here, a long sweeping wall with water cascading over it. And this guy's doing bicycle tricks. Pretty cool. I'll pull over here and I'll give you guys a look. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop you out once again. Let's go take a look here. Oh, he's stopped now. So we can see the guy over there. So if he does some tricks. There he goes. Hey, he's not bad. One thing I've noticed about the new iPhone 16 is it's not as stable as the 12 that I lost. So with the 12 during live streams, I could just hand hold it like this and it wasn't as jittery. So I don't know why they mess around with something that's not broken, because it's definitely not as stable when you zoom. Actually, well, I had it zoomed up, so fair enough. I've got it zoomed. So once you have it zoom, you're not going to have as good a. Here's a Glico delivery lady. Glico. But yeah, this is the park. Some tourists walking through. All these trees are going to be changing in the next couple weeks, I would guess. 2 to 3 weeks. These will all be beautiful shades of yellow and orange. This is, to give you an idea of where we are, this is Nishi-Shinjuku. These are the government buildings over here. Tange, this is the architect. And then, right over here, in sight of his daddy's iconic buildings, is his own iconic buildings. Paul Tange is the architect that designed this. The Shinjuku, I think it's called the Mode building. It's an art school, I think, and other things. But yeah, it's kind of become the jewel of Shinjuku. It's one of the coolest, or the coolest building in Shinjuku. But yeah, right here is his dad's government buildings. All right, let's get back on the saddle. Okay, get you guys locked down. The suction cup is still sucking. And yes, it's a beautiful day here. If you're just joining, we are in Nishi-Shinjuku. We're on my motorcycle doing a live stream. And if you enjoy these live streams, by motorcycle, please give us a thumbs up. Here we go. Turn right up here and head into Shinjuku, as we have a little surplus of time. 10:30. So yeah, we'll have to kind of make our way over there now to Yoyogi. Dead ahead is Shinjuku. This is still Nishi-Shinjuku here. But if you go straight on this road, this is a famous little area. There's a love statue on the left. One of my first girlfriends and I did a little picture shoot there in that love statue. Wow, it was 25 years ago. Here's the Halatange building here on our right. And this is where I got my beautiful little foldable BD, aka Birdie bicycle, stolen. Rare in Japan, but it's a pricey German, really cool bicycle. And when my wife and I were looking for checking out the showrooms for renovating our apartment that we had. We went into there, and there's like showrooms for Toto and Inax, and you can check out the kitchens and the bathrooms and all kinds of stuff. So I met her here after work, parked my bicycle, went in, had a look at some showrooms and stuff. And we're coming down the stairs, and it's just immediately it dawns on me, holy shizzle, I didn't lock my bike. And sure enough, somebody knew what they were taking, and it was Gandhi. Wasn't taken by Gandhi, I mean, it was gone. Alright, Shinjuku's on our left. Well, not, I mean, all this is Shinjuku, but oh, that's an old Rolls Royce SUV. Straight ahead is Yoyogi. But what are the odds of parking your bike? I mean, granted, we were there for probably 2 hours, but it was amongst a bunch of bicycles. And somebody just, oh, that's a cool bike, and realized that it's not locked, I guess it's free. And then just rides off on it. God, that irritates me just thinking about it. Alright, kids, we're gonna go straight here. Off to our left right now is Minami-Shinjuku. Watch this guy. Minami-Shinjuku is the south exit at Shinjuku Station. And go ahead. It's a nice blue. See a lot of people. This place we just passed here on the left, Unima. See a lot of foreigners there, and also back around the corner there's a ramen shop that I've not been to, but there's always a queue. People lined up to get into this ramen shop. There's another ramen shop that I've been wanting to try. It looks really cool. Not crazy busy. Did we already pass it, or is it up here? No, it's up here, I think. I'll point it out when we go by, unless we passed it. Yeah, it's up around the corner, I think. You can see the ramen neon light out front. Right here. You can see the name of it. Yeah, there's no name written on it. What is it? No name on it. But it's a small little ramen shop, very artsy looking. Show you what it looks like. Right here. And it'd be worth checking out. The one I was talking about is back up that street, maybe 3 blocks, and to the left there's a really popular ramen shop. Poorly, you get stuck with all these trains passing through on this track. So I usually go the back way and avoid that track when I'm coming to Yoyogi to work. Because you could sit there for literally 10 minutes. The last time I got fancy, I ended up waiting there for 10 minutes as one train goes by before it finishes passing through. The next one comes from the other direction, and then it just rinse and repeat. It's madness. So we will be turning before we get to the tracks. Right here. It's our last chance to turn. This is where we're going to turn. So I do thank you guys for coming along for this ride. This is our termination point. We are in Yoyogi now, and we're going to this building dead ahead, where I'll be recording in a little bit. And yeah, please give us a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We'll be doing a lot more live streams by bike here in Tokyo and other motovlog things in Japan. I will be going to what's this lady doing? Excuse us, we're gonna park there. Sumimasen. We'll be going to Yamanashi and some other areas around Mount Fuji. The middle of November, I've got an RV for 5 days, so we'll be doing live streams every day. And that should be fun. Check out Mount Fuji. Hopefully the weather's good. And yeah, I'm also going to, I think I told you the last time, there's a French Bulldog event called French Bulldog Live. And I'll be taking Bistro with me. That's coming up on the 9th of November. And then filming the next day at, where is it? Scuba Circuit for a vintage motorcycle ride. So working on that stuff, lots of stuff going on. So again, pleasure having you guys here with us. And we will be catching up with you again very soon. Ciao for now, guys. Bye.